Okay, y'all, so today we're going to discuss lesson 16-1, writing and graphing inequalities in two variables. Our learning targets, we're going to write linear inequalities in two variables. We're going to read and interpret the graph of the solutions of a linear inequality in two variables. So Axel and Anisa pay for and share memory storage at a remote internet site. Their plan allows them upload 250 terabytes or less of data each month. Let X represent the number of terabytes that Axel uploads in a month, and let Y represent the number of terabytes that Anisa uploads in a month. Look at the data for the 4 months below. Determine if Axel and Anisa stayed within the limits of their monthly plan. So if they can upload together combined up to but no more than 250 terabytes, you're going to have to add what Axel uploads and what Anisa uploads and see if it's 250 or less. So 50 and 120, Axel is 50, Anisa is 120, would be 170. Is 170 250 or less? Yes, it is. So it's within the plan. 135 and 100 would be 235. Is 235 250 or less? Yes. 100 and 150 is 250. Is 250 250 or less? Yes. 162 and 128. 162 and 128 would be 290. Nope, 290. That'd be 290. Is 290 250 or less? No. So write the inequality that models the plan's restriction. So what we did is we added X and Y, X plus Y, and we determined is X and Y less than or equal to $250 or 250 terabytes. So the inequality less than or equal to 250. So X plus Y less than or equal to 250. Now, if you solve that inequality for Y and you subtract X from both sides, you'll get that Y is less than or equal to 250 minus X. That's just by simply subtracting X from both sides. And the X's would eliminate. If Axel uploads 100 terabytes, write an inequality that shows how many terabytes Anisa can upload. So if Axel uploads 100, we're going to use that equation or inequality, X plus Y is less than or equal to 250. If Axel uploads 100 and the terabytes for Axel's uploads is represented by X, that's going to be 100 plus what plus Y is less than or equal to 250. And you're going to have to subtract 100 from both sides. When you subtract 100 from both sides, you're left with Y is less than or equal to 150. If Anisa uploads 75 terabytes, write an inequality to show how many terabytes Axel can upload. So Anisa is represented by Y. We're going to continue using our inequality that we wrote. Axel is X, so we're trying to figure out how many gigabytes Axel can upload if Anisa was 75. And Anisa is represented by Y. Now we're going to subtract 75 from both sides. And when we subtract 75 from both sides, we're left with X is less than or equal to 175. Okay, moving on to the next page. The graph below represents the possible values for the number of terabytes that Axel and Anisa can upload. An ordered pair, XY, represents the number of terabytes that Axel and Anisa upload. For example, the coordinate 175 means that Axel can upload 100 and Anisa can upload 75. So that point is approximately 175, 90, 100, 60, about right here. That's approximately where that point is. So number 5 asks you to graph each ordered pair on the graph above and determine if it will allow Axel and Anisa to remain within their data plan. So basically, are these points in the shaded region above? Are the points in the shaded region above? So 250. 250 is approximately right here. 250 is approximately there. Now, the way I'm getting these is each square is 10 points. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So let me do a better job of drawing these points for y'all. That's more accurate. Let's see if it'll erase there for you. Let me see if I can get my pen to be more precise. So it'll be 60, 70, and 80, 90, 100, 110, so on and so forth. And then down here, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so on and so forth. So 250 would be 80, 190, 240, 250. Oh, 250. Hold on. 80, 90, 200, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's right there on the line. I did the best I could. It's right on the line. So the graph of 250 is in the shaded region, so it's within the plan. It lies directly on the line. 150, 150. 150, 150. It's exactly right there. It does not. So it would be a no. And you can just simply write yes and no. 225 and 25. 2, 10, 25, and 25. 10, 25. It's right there. That would be a yes. It lies on the line. 20 and 120. 20, 120 would be right there. So that would be a yes. 120, 200. 120, 200 would be right there. And that would be a no, because it does not fall in the shaded region. Okay, so the point is, if you graph these points that are given to you, and the points lie in the shaded region, which are these 3 points, in the shaded region or on the line, then they are solutions. If these other points outside do not, then they are not solutions. So the graph of Axel and Anisa storage plan above is an example of a graph of a linear inequality in 2 variables. All the points in the shaded region, are solutions to the linear inequality. One other piece of information that you need to know is all points that lie in the shaded region are on the solid line, and we'll get into more of that in the next lesson. Check your understanding 6, 7, 8, 9, and lesson 16.1 practice 10, 11, 12, 13 is your homework. And then you need to do activity practice 16.1, which is on page 247, numbers 1, 2, and 3.